Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers offense will get the first swing of the game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Raiola. Using the quick game. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The Cornhuskers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
It is so difficult to play man coverage nowadays with all the space and spread and speed on the field. One false step, and they make you pay just like they did right there.
The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Calls his own number. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quick completion on the out. Finds a crease at the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
The Cornhuskers with the 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Gets it out fast. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Takes the easy throw in the flat. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And the Huskers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. A fair catch is called for. It'll give him great field position. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Catch in the middle. It's Barney. They are all 32, and they pick up another first down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
The Cornhuskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Husker! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Let's see, he can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the right. It's caught. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He unleashes a long one. Makes the grab down the left side. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. On the move. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Zone. Touchdown, Missouri! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the 2nd half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So first down here as they go back to work. To the ground with the back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Got it in the middle, it's Key. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barney. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Gonna look downfield again. Caught over the middle. It's Barney. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Huskers are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. With the catch, it's Barney. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
To the air, it's Raiola. Makes the catch, it's Bonner. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. The toss sweep to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Fakes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house.
defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. On the ground, it's Hardy. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the boot, looking for his man. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Catch in the middle, it's Harris. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You throw in the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Caught in the backfield. It's key. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Pumps it downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. The handoff to Johnson. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go.
Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's key. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Got it set up on the outside. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
They just keep firing. Caught, close to the marker, it's Johnson. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's key. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a 1st half.
They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They are trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan, and they are executing beautifully.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Bonner. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Quickly complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Pressure coming. Got it. And the defense forces him to step out at the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He wants it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Under a minute to play here in the 1st half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun 1st half between these rivals. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Huskers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Grab near the sticks. It's Coleman. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. He shanked it. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. finds his big tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. To the air, it's Raiola. It's caught downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
That pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barney. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. Rushes on him. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
To the air. It's Raiola. Fires deep toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Working on the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Quick release by the QB. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll run play action. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. He's got it. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking for the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's right down the boulevard. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll give it to Johnson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Manning. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Off play action on first down. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll run it. It's Hardy. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the comeback is on.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. Try to barge their way in. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's I. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Raiola. Got his man. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got him downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The give to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The handoff to Johnson. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a 1st down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Well, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that one.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Manning. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. He'll keep it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, and it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge gain.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Huskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun to give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He leaves it with his back. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.